Buckle up, everyone, because today we're diving deep into a Wall Street meltdown.
Oh, yeah.
And to help us unpack it all, we've got this BBC News video breaking down exactly why the markets took such a nosedive.
Right.
So the big question we're tackling today is, did President Trump's trade policies actually spook investors enough to send the markets into a tailspin?
Well, to kick things off, I think it's important to highlight just how dramatic this drop was.
Yeah.
We're not talking about a little blip here.
Right.
Major U.S. stock indexes absolutely plummeted.
Yeah, they really did.
The NASDAQ tanked 4%.
Wow.
The S&P 500 fell over 2%.
Yeah.
And even the typically steady Dow Jones took a 2.6% hit.
Oof. That's rough.
And in fact, some analysts are calling this the worst day for Wall Street since way back in 2022.
Wow, those are some seriously scary numbers.
Yeah.
And, the BBC report really hones in on President Trump's recent actions and statements on trade. They even highlight this Fox News interview where he kind of admitted to a period of transition because of his policies.
Yeah, right.
But he seemed pretty casual about the whole market dip,
Yeah, he did, but here's the thing. Markets absolutely hate uncertainty.
Oh, for sure.
Like, they crave predictability.
Right.
And these tariffs, coupled with the seemingly unpredictable way they're being implemented, are creating a ton of anxiety among investors.
I can definitely see that.
And what's really different this time around is that Wall Street initially saw those tariff threats as just bluster.
Yeah, just tough talk.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
But now that he's actually following through, people are genuinely worried.
Yeah, I mean, it's like he's playing chicken with the global economy.
Well,
And the report really calls out the tariffs on China, Canada, and Mexico as the main culprits in this downturn.
right.
And they even use Tesla as a case study, which is interesting
It is.
because their stock value plunged over 10% in a single day.
Ooh.
And it's down a whopping 50% from its peak back in December.
Wow. Yeah, that's a big hit.
So what is it about these tariffs that are hitting a company like Tesla so hard?
Well, Tesla's a really good example because their supply chains are so globally integrated.
Oh, that makes sense.
So these tariffs disrupt those chains, increase costs, and create a lot of uncertainty about their future production.
Right, so it's like a ripple effect.
Exactly.
It's not just Tesla, but tons of companies that rely on global trade are feeling the pain.
Absolutely.
So it sounds like the Trump administration is playing a pretty high-stakes game here.
For sure.
They're basically saying they're willing to ride out this market turmoil to achieve their goals. But the big question is, will this gamble actually pay off in the long run?
Right.
Or are we headed for a major economic backfire?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah.
The administration argues that these tariffs will ultimately protect American jobs and industries.
Right.
But there's no denying the short-term volatility. And there's a lot of debate among economists about whether this approach will actually lead to long-term gains or just make existing trade tensions even worse.
So much to think about.
Yeah, it's a complex issue.
But I think the bottom line here is that Wall Street is freaking out about the potential economic fallout from all of this.
Absolutely.
It really makes you wonder. If you were an investor right now, would you be buying or selling?
Good question.
We want to hear from you guys, so leave a comment below and let us know what you think.
Yeah, jump in the conversation.
And if you're enjoying these deep dives into complex issues, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more insightful analysis.
Absolutely, stay informed.
And if you really like what we do and you want to help us keep these deep dives coming, consider supporting us on Patreon.
Yeah, every little bit helps.
You can find the link in the description.
Yep, right there.
Your support truly makes a difference.
It really does.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
And thanks for having me.
It's been great having you.
Likewise.
We'll see you all next time.
See you then.